Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hazat Iman bin Razak. I am from class JBC 2515C. I'm going to present about the issue that regarding to the mini research that I already researched, which is asset and fund management issues during the pandemic. My topic based on the issue is asset management is more important than now. Alright, the COVID-19 pandemic is unlike anything we have ever seen. Without a question, the crisis will have far-reaching effects for individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. The asset management industry faces huge challenges as it seeks to continue converting money into investment for large and small clients. However, several concerns must be addressed first, the most fundamental of which is how we define ourselves as an industry. Central banks and government also have done everything they can to promote development and relieve the economic damage caused by the virus impacts. Now is the time for the financial sector to think about how it might help. Not to mention, the organizations also need to reconsider risk and risk management strategies. In the midst of fast change and significant uncertainty, business critical choices with long-term consequences must be taken in the following weeks and months. This is due to the fact that COVID-19 will have long-term consequences in addition to the immediate short-term consequences that companies are dealing with. Next, we move to the implications that affected asset and funds management during the pandemic. Asset owners are suffering a lot of implications as a result of the recent pandemic scenario, including the one that being the pandemic impacting asset owners' revenue. Serious attempts are being taken to minimize the deficit by reducing spending to match lower receipts. Aside from that, demand for the asset has been limited. This is because changes in customer behavior and demand patterns are most obvious in transportation, education, healthcare, and retail, but no industry is immune. Besides, the supply chain's resilience will be impacted. Supply chains are already pressured as a result of the delayed delivery of components, materials, and equipment, as well as the absence of workers and the top management. Some vendors and contractors have been impacted too. To make quick conclusions, asset management, engineering, risk management, and digital understanding are also necessary. So, what are the possible actions need to be taken in the future? Okay, as well as with unfavorable consequences, COVID-19 has some unexpected benefits. Organizations must respond to both in order to provide reliable output and desirable result. I recommend businesses start to create scenarios that define what success will look like in 3, 6, and 18 months. The success scenarios and plans must be examined on a regular basis. Alright, the first step is to prepare for any forthcoming situation. Try to involve the appropriate stakeholders and define your interests and strategies. Stakeholders should also include key information holders with the understanding quite enough knowledge about asset is tacit. Next, keep track of and examine preferred features that wish to be a part of it. Define the result you want to obtain over 3, 6, and 18 months, evaluating service quality, safety, investment, and revenue concerns alongside longer-term social, environmental, economic, and technological goals to create a vision and high-level strategy that can drive you ahead. After that, the next phase is to try to test the vision and high-level strategy against those probable scenarios in order to measure risk. It will examine demand, revenue, the supply chain, staffing, and the effects of unexpected events such as catastrophic flooding or summer heat. This may entail difficult investment, operational, and employment decisions as well as negotiation with investors, regulators, insurers, and lenders. Alright, the next step that needs to be considered is to create powerful, practical, and forward-thinking options for risk management and vision realization. Then, examine how options would function under different scenarios with your stakeholders. This is known as a second round of risk assessment. This is done to generate a high level of confidence that the solutions chosen will achieve the desired result. Lastly, In light of shifting situations, keep an eye on performance and revise your plan. Examine your progress toward your 3, 6, and 18 months goals. If necessary, rerun selected phases 1 to 25 again. As for the conclusion, we are living in extraordinary times. The current crisis is far from over, and there will be other problems ahead. As custodians of savings, owners of equity and debt, and participants in the changing societies in which we live, we will bear a great deal of responsibility. I am still optimistic that we will be able to handle the situation.